The tomato pincushion. My mom had one, my grandma had one, and even my great-grandma had one. This classic pincushion has been a mainstay in just about every sewing kit since the Victorian era. So it seems only proper that we should introduce our pincushion topic this month with a tomato pincushion project. If you've ever wondered why, of all shapes, the tomato became so popular for pincushions, be sure to read the history of pincushions in the post above. To make your own version of the tomato pincushion for yourself and for your doll, continue watching this tutorial. The materials you'll need for this project are a 10 by 12 inch piece of woven fabric for the tomatoes, a 3.5 inch scrap of woven or felt fabric for the tomato tops, thread, 3 yards of embroidery floss for the full-size pincushion, 2 yards of embroidery floss for the doll-size pincushion, a handful of stuffing, 2 1-inch flat buttons for the full-size pincushion, 2 1/2-inch flat buttons for the doll-size pincushion, a fabric marker, scissors, pins and a needle, a tapestry or large needle that fits through the holes of the buttons, a sewing machine, and iron and pressing tools. The full-size and doll-size pincushions are made the same way. For this tutorial, I will be demonstrating on a full-size pincushion because it's easier to see. Turn the top and bottom edges under along the fold lines and press to crease. Stitch 1/4 inch from the edge for the full-size pincushion and 1/8 inch from the edge for the doll-size pincushion to form casings. Fold the tomato right sides together, matching the dots and notches. Pin along the notched edge to secure. Stitch between the dots. Finger press the seam allowance open and turn the tomato right side out. To shape the tomato, cut 2 1-yard lengths of embroidery floss. Use 4 to 6 strands for the full-size tomato and 2 to 3 strands for the doll-sized tomato. Use a tapestry needle to draw 1 length of embroidery floss through the bottom casing, adjusting the ends of the floss so they are even. Draw the ends of the floss to cinch the casing snugly and tie in a knot to secure. Use a tapestry needle to draw the remaining length of embroidery floss through the top casing, adjusting the ends of the floss so they are even. Firmly stuff the tomato with the stuffing. Draw the ends of the floss to cinch the top casing snugly and tie in a knot to secure. Working from the bottom of the tomato, thread one end of the floss onto a tapestry needle. Wrap the floss around the outside of the tomato and bring it down through the center. Then, wrap it around the opposite side of the tomato and bring it down through the center again. Arrange the floss so it splits the tomato in half and draw the thread snugly to the desired shape. Tie the ends of the floss to secure. Repeat with the other end of the floss to split the tomato into quarters. Use a tapestry needle to draw the floss from the top casing down through the bottom opening of the tomato. The tomato top. If you're using felt fabric, you can skip this part. If using woven fabric, clip the inside corners of the tomato top up to the fold line. Turn the edges of each point under along the fold lines and press to crease. With the right sides facing up, center the tomato top on top of the tomato and push pins in each point to secure. Thread a needle with 2 to 3 strands of embroidery floss. Secure the edges of the tomato top to the tomato with a blanket stitch. Draw each end of the floss at the bottom of the tomato through a hole at the back of the button, and then back through the front up through the center openings to the top of the tomato. Draw each end of the floss through a hole at the back of the remaining button. Divide the floss into 2 sections and draw them snugly to finish shaping the tomato. Knot the ends with a square knot to secure, then knot the ends together in a basic knot to form a single stem. That's it! There's your tomato pincushion.